This is the story of a kid named Sam, who had his own way of doing things. He was great with numbers and puzzles and facts, but he had some trouble with fitting in.
When my son was 5 years old, he went to a mainstream school, and after a term, we found that he wasn't able to cope. We came to the realization after consulting with various experts that he was actually on the autism spectrum.
I'm an animator, and my wife's an OT and a teacher and has worked with many autistic kids over the years, one of whom was the son of David O'Sullivan, a local radio talk show host. And this led to a conversation with David back in 2014 about using animation to spread awareness around autism, and Sam the Hedgehog, the short, was born ultimately out of that conversation. So a year later, my nephew, who's the same age as my son, was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3, and that suddenly brought this whole project home in a very personal way. And then there's Rita, a talented junior animator with Asperger's who joined our studio a while back, and she has very much made the subject matter a daily reality for all of us and become a very integral part of Team Sam.
I think society needs to understand that autism spectrum disorder affects so many people. And the main thing is not to alienate, not to sideline, but to understand.
The most important message when it comes to autistic people is that in the end, they are people. They just happen to be autistic.
So in our research, the one message that kept coming back from autistic adults looking back on their childhoods was that they wish their parents and caregivers hadn't tried to make them normal. And from this idea, the concept emerged of a hedgehog raised among sheep.
A hedgehog is quiet and reserved, and they scrunch up in a little ball when they're afraid and they don't know what to do. They're very prickly on the outside, but they're still soft and sensitive on the inside.
Sam's teachers and the normal lambs at his school don't understand, but Sam just wants to be accepted the way he is.
So we've had a great response. We've had a lot of support for the project, both from the creative community as well as the autistic community.
With the help of a grant from the National Film and Video Foundation, we've completed our first draft script, which was nominated for a Muse Award in 2016.
Yeah, so the central message is really about accepting these kids and these people for who they are. They're different, but they have plenty to add, and we need to change our world and our society to accept them and not try and fix them to fit into our world. We're using stop motion sets which give us these beautiful, rich environments, and then these 2D hand-drawn digital characters that are then composited in. I think this hybrid style sets a beautiful emotional tone for the film. We're really excited about how the look is going to complement the message. So we're finally ready to go into final production on the film. We're very excited about that, and the final film will be released free of charge to the public. We're really keen to disseminate it as far as possible.
We really hope that you will be a part of Team Sam.